I heard this story from a very wealthy person, and it goes like this. If I give you a brand new Ferrari and I come back a year later and it's perfectly clean, well serviced, well looked after, I'll be like, I'm glad I gave him that present. But if I come back a year later and the car is covered in bird shit and you haven't looked after it, I'll be like, why did I give him that present? He doesn't value it. And God's the same. God gives you blessings, good health, a working body, and if you don't try your very best to become the strongest version of yourself, He gets a little irritated with you. He's like, well, I gave him all this, and he's not even fucking trying. Show God the beauty of His own creation. So here's an activity for you. I want you to imagine an average guy, a fairly young guy, a decent guy, a bit overweight. And I want you to write down literally 3 things which can change his life in a single year. Pause the video, write them down, and I'll tell you what I wrote. 3 things which I wrote down are: first, work out; second, eat well; and third, self-educate. Now, go over the 3 things which you wrote down for an average guy to change his life in a single year. Are you doing those things? Now, if you noticed, the first 2 things in my list included work out and eat well. Why? These things are related to the body, and our human body is a vessel, and our soul is the antenna. If our vessel is clean and healthy, our soul, which is the antenna, will be able to connect better with the satellite. The satellite here is anything you believe in. I believe in God. I don't care if you believe in nothing but yourself. But if your vessel is not clean, you will not be able to connect with the higher power. When you have a clean vessel, which is your body, it's easier to be in congruence with what you think, say, and do. When you think and say something and you also do it, what are you? Sincere. And when you think and say something and you don't do it, there's a term for it too. You are a hypocrite. The word sincere originates from 2 Latin words, sincera, which means without wax. In the earlier days, the marble workers would cover up the imperfections of the stone with wax, and the antique dealers would rub wax to cover up scratches on wood. So the lesson here to be learnt is, what you think and what you say should exactly be the way you act. Otherwise, you'll be a hypocrite. Now, this video was relatively unscripted because I wanted to go off the dome with the knowledge that I have possessed from different podcasts that I watch. But this is something I feel every guy, every person should know. To be grateful for what you have. If you're grateful for what you already own, God will give you more. Just work for it. Be willing, and God will show you the way. And at last, I would like to end with this. It takes years to become an overnight success.